Hello everyone, welcome back to Spurs from the Stands. Yes, it is hot and stinky and cooking over here in England. Big up to you all in the chat. Hello everyone. Oh gosh. Right, how are you all feeling about the game today? It's a shame Haaland's on the bench, guys. It's a shame, but I don't know. I don't know what they're planning on doing. Cannot decide who I support yet. Big up, everyone. Cheers to you all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. School's out for the weekend. I think everyone's outside enjoying the sunshine. It's just us hardcore OGs in the chat today. Oh gosh, Scotland are on the brink. I know, I did just see in the comments that someone asked what the situation was. So I was just quickly getting this up. And based on today's game, so yes, if Senegal do win today by 2 goals or more, they will go into that 8th place for the third teams. However, Cape Verde, Belgium, who have to play New Zealand, and Congo all have to play their third games. So the likelihood is, even if Senegal win this one, it could go to Belgium if Belgium get the 3 points from the Netherlands, and I think that's the most likely outcome. So I think if Belgium get knocked out, it will be a real surprise to everyone, to be honest. So yeah, as Richard said, I've had no sleep for 2 days. I feel you. I feel you, Richard. I know the feeling. I'm sure we're all feeling it, aren't we? We will do a bit of Spurs chat today because obviously there's been a lot going on, but we'll mostly focus on the game. So yeah, I've seen there's just a lot going on in the Spurs world at the moment. But yes, obviously in this game, notable bench is Haaland, Odegaard, Nyland, and Asia. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. They're on the bench today. And obviously Mbappe, Elise, Doué. My computer's going to, oh no, it's feeling the heat as well. But anyway, even if Iraq or Senegal win today, Norway will go through regardless. So maybe that is why they're resting players. And of course, they don't have arguably as depth of squad as maybe some of the other teams in the competition. So apologies, guys, I'm lagging. I can try closing some stuff down, but I don't know if it's going to make too much difference. I think my laptop is just heating. It does feel very hot, so that might be why. So apologies if that's why. Hopefully it's going to be big up. Oh, hi everyone jumping in. So, yes, I know, freezing. If only, if only. I'll take this off the screen. You might just have to do. I probably just won't do any comments like on the screen today if that's why it's lagging. I don't know why. Sometimes it does it. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully we're back. Although the comments have stopped coming through. Let's see if I can fix it. I think it's okay for now. She says for the next 5 minutes. Right, so guys, hopefully this is okay. But anyway, this is the battle for first spot in this group, and France only needs a draw to draw the top spot. Norway must win to get the first place in this group. The team finishing first in this is going to play Sweden in the round of 32. And the team finishing second is going to play Ivory Coast, who is my third team in the sweepstake. So um, whoever wins that knockout will then play Brazil. So this group is going to be ultimately playing one of Sweden and Ivory Coast, and then whoever wins that will be going to play probably most likely Brazil. This is the first time in football history that Norway and France have ever faced each other in a FIFA World Cup. So we are making history here. And across 16 past historical meetings, France holds the historical edge with 7 wins, and Norway have won 5, and 4 matches have ended in a draw. So it's actually not as much tipped into France's favour as some might expect. And the first ever clash took place over a century ago in 1923 when Norway travelled to Paris and pulled off a surprise 2-0 friendly win. So, guys, it's been over 100 years since these two teams played each other, even in a friendly. And in that one, Norway beat France. So, I don't know if that's an omen or what for this game. Um, the what else can I tell you? Obviously, this is going to be all about the Norway row that they're bringing to the World Cup. I've been seeing people all over the place doing the Norway row, including people in care homes in Norway as well. I love it. I love people getting into the spirit. Um, what looks purple? What looks purple? Haaland's on the bench. This is going to be a high-scoring game. Haaland and Mbappe going for it from minute one. Well, that would be if. That would be if Haaland was starting. Unfortunately, he's not. So he's not going to be scoring in this one. Um, let me just get up the time up. Read the messages, something wrong. Yeah, I know. It's just lagging. I think it's because it's hot. I mean, I can do a restart, but I actually restarted it just before. So I don't know if it's gonna, I'm just not gonna touch anything. Just can't touch anything. I don't know why. I think everyone's probably streaming on dodgy fire sticks, you know. I am still here. I don't know if anyone can hear me, but bear with while I just try and fix this. I'm just seeing if I can make some changes. Back end. It seems to be going my end, but maybe it's just maybe it was your guys' end. I'm not sure. No, it's definitely mine. What do you guys say? Haaland's on the bench. Love the blue tint in your glasses. Is that to stop the glare? Yes, it is. Yes. Don't know. Apparently, I don't know, blue light filter. Apparently it's better than watching screens, but I don't know. So hot. I'm hoping it's cooling down very soon. Norway surrendering the group. So my main screen will be Senegal, Iraq. Big one for Africa. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should get the other one on in the background. Although if we're lagging already, let me see if I can get it on in the background though. Double screens. Stadium's looking good. It's going to be a lot of red and blue there today. I'm excited for this one. We've picked some decent games other than the England game the other night, which was absolutely pants. I can't predict the result, guys. So I don't know if this is going to be a 0-0, but I'm hoping it's going to be better than that game for sure. It's on ITV4, the other game in the UK, that is. Can I still see your chats? Is that still? Again, lagging. You're okay now. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just catching up. Maybe it's just catching up. I hope you can't hear the fan in the background. Maybe that's why it's slow. Maybe that's why it's slow. I don't know. Right, kickoff has begun. Kickoff has begun. Right. Yes, Holland is on the bench. I've just seen West Ham's fixture list in the Championship. It should have been you. Oh, thanks very much, Roy. Thankfully, it's not. And we're hopefully going to buy loads more players. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 1 minute in. 1 minute in. What? That bounce, I swear that just bounced out the goal. This makes me excited for the game. It was like a cross into the box that kind of went inside of the post and then bounced back out again. Nearly, I know, exactly. Nearly one up already, 23 seconds in. That would have been crazy. Yeah. Any predictions, anyone? What's the predictions for today? I got the last one completely wrong. And we actually, if anyone was here for the England versus Ghana game, a lot of people predicted 3-0s and 3-1s, and it was obviously 0-0. So is this going to be a bit of a shocker? Shame on Norway. Yeah, Callie, that's what we said about England. That's what we said about England a couple of days ago, isn't it? How fast is your internet speed? It is the fastest internet speed possible in my area, but it's not the internet speed. I think it's my laptop. So, and I think it's just the heat as well. But we've had some issues in the past, and it's been way worse than this. So if you are new around here, this is pretty good from what we had at the very beginning. 4-0 France, says Rick. 3-2 Norway. Carl just doesn't want any spoilers. If only we could see into the future. Then we'd all be placing our bets. 9-8. I don't think it's going to be 9-8. That would be outrageous. That would be a 2 goals every 10 minutes. Every 5 minutes there would be a goal. Having said that, there was almost one just there, but I can't see a 9-8. Sweden did qualify. Yes. Yes, exciting stuff. We get to see them next round. Oh my gosh, France already on the attack. Into the Oh no, it's not. That's the replay. Sorry. They're doing the Mbappe replay from before. And I looked up and I thought, oh, he's scoring again. Exactly the same move. Norway on the attack now. 2-2. Banking. Hi, Banking. How are you doing today? Hot? 3-0 France. I don't know if it's going to be 3-0, you know. France just need a draw to top the group. So they might sub people quite late on in the game. I'm going with a 4-2. I'm going with a 4-2 to France. I'm going 4-2 France. Are you dropping in popularity? Where is everyone? I don't know. They're probably at the pub. I don't know. I don't know. But there was a point where we were getting about 400 people here, so I don't know. Look, everyone will be back, no doubt, when the season starts. Because we do have a lot of Spurs fans around here, and we are primarily a Spurs channel, so maybe that's why. But also, it's Friday evening, it's sunny in London, people are probably out and about at the pub watching this one. But I've booked to go out tomorrow night to the pub to watch the England game, so I thought we could do this one tonight. Although, if we get through to the final 16, the game will be at 1 in the morning. So here we go. France in the box now. Oh, great save! What a save! What a reaction! Oh, wow. Elisa, no, hold on. Oh, what a strike. That'd have been great if that went in. Shame. Shame. It doesn't matter. There'll be more. There'll be more goals, people. Maybe people are also making dinner. Can I come to the pub with you? I don't know. They're actually fully booked. They're actually fully booked. Maybe one day we should do a live meetup or something. Make Europe air conditioned. Yeah, the pub tomorrow is not air conditioned. However, it is um it is hopefully going to be outside. Right. I have got the Senegal game on in the background as well. They also just had a shot by the looks of it. Although annoyingly on the app, ITV do this thing where they have the captions on and I can't take them off. It's a bit stupid. Don't know why there's captions on. Anyway, guys, I'm in New York and my UK co-workers say there's no home air conditioners allowed. Is that true? I mean, they're allowed. They're allowed. They're just very expensive. And typically we get 3 weeks tops where it's like this. So realistically, people don't really invest in aircon here. They just kind of wait. They just kind of wait till it cools off because next week it'll be raining and then we'll all be moaning it's raining. So there you go. Even Spanny said it's raining in Glasgow. There you go. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, I think. Saturday. Yes, tomorrow is Saturday. Uruguay versus Spain later should be good. Yeah, did everyone see the Van Hecke the Netherlands game yesterday? I haven't actually watched the highlights, but obviously I've heard Van Hecke scored. Right, France are on the attack again. Oh, what a goal. So easy. So easy, Dembele. Oh, is it okay? Maybe the 9-8 was the closest prediction. Maybe it was. Great goal from Dembele there. I mean, this is their third shot now. So defensively, they're going to run riot and on Norway's defence. I mean, this could be like a 5-2. I do think Norway are going to score. Haaland will come on. But I don't think that's going to be until later in the game when it's locked up. That looked offside, but obviously it wasn't. No one closing him down. You can't let Dembele run down the wing like that, completely open. No closing down. So easy. I think it's safe to say Norway are not winning the World Cup. What do you guys reckon? Nelson says 4-2. If you just said that just because France scored. A draw. Well, already Norway have a lot of making up to do if it is going to be a draw. We're 7 minutes in and almost 8 minutes in. And yeah, it's going to be a high scoring game. Big up, Ace. Thanks for the super chat. Um, by the way, please do like, subscribe, comment, and share. I've got on a new setting back end, so I am curious if anyone does like the stream or I don't know, subscribe. I'm wondering if it does come up in my chat. France are on the break again. Shot deflected. Keeper saved it. Oh, this is the replay from before. Ah, that wasn't a penalty. That wasn't a penalty. Is that? I haven't got the sound on, so I don't know whether they said that should have been a penalty or not on Mbappe, but it didn't look like it. I can't even see the Senegal score because the bloody captions are over the screen. Who does that? How do I turn it off? Well, Senegal have just scored, so it's 1-0 Senegal, but it won't matter. It won't matter in terms of first or second place. It will only matter in terms of third place, and they have to score, I'd say, at least another 2 goals and then bank on the other. No, none of the 4 other teams below them actually winning. Who's injured? Norway thinks, sorry, I thought the super chat. Hi, Ace. Big up to you. Thanks for joining us again. Norway think they're clever, settling 4-2 to face Ivory Coast. But Ivory Coast is a real dark horse. Best African team will beat Norway. Good sweepstakes team. Yeah, I'm quite lucky I got them, to be fair. I mean, I've got England and I've got South Korea, Ivory Coast, and Bosnia and Herzegovina. So I think they've all. Actually, no, I don't know if Bosnia's qualified. Decent, though. Yeah, Bosnia have qualified. So all 4 of my teams have qualified. And for those of you that were in the sweepstake, Alex was fuming because Alex didn't get very good teams, and two of his teams are already out because I think he had Tunisia and Haiti. So they're both out already. He can't be happy. Can't be happy. Um, yeah, we'll beat Norway. Oh, they're gonna if they play them in the next round. Yeah, probably. I could go with that. I also think they had Norway as Ivory Coast have a very good team as well. I mean, this game is so far, the first 10 minutes has basically all been France and Norway on the counter attack, which they've just caught the ball midfield. They can't play it through. They are missing a target man. That is the problem with the way Norway set up, because they are a team set up for the target man, really. And Odegaard, without those two, you've got no real creativity. Right, Dembele again, down the wing. He is going to run riot there, isn't he? He is going to run riot. Big up to you, Ace. Thank you very much for the super chat. Who did Arsenal? Who were Arsenal after today? Wasn't there a link? Is it Guimaraes? Is it Guimaraes you're after? I tell you what, ball in, ball in. No one at the back post. Unlucky for France. I'll tell you what though. Do you know who must be fuming? I know you guys are saying, you looked at West Ham's fixture list and felt sorry for them. I can see Newcastle falling apart next year. I don't know what you guys think, but they're looking to get rid of a lot of their top players. They could fall apart next year, not Newcastle. I wouldn't be happy if I was a Newcastle fan right now and seeing my best players linked to every club, including, well, especially Spurs. Van Hecker scored a great goal from a corner with a header. Exciting times. I'm so excited for our centre back next year. Come on, guys. Go on. Go on. Oh, good defending. Good defending. Elise there with a shot. Unlucky. Yeah, France are all over this. I can't wait for our new centre back pairing. Guys, I actually think Netherlands can maybe get through to the semis, because I was looking at their fixtures. Yeah, good block. I was looking at their fixtures and I think they have like USA or Canada in their next round. So you'd think that Netherlands will beat them. I mean, USA could be a surprise, but I do think Netherlands are going to go far. And of course, the guy that predicted the World Cup right 3 times in a row, he predicted Netherlands. He's like an economist. I can't remember his name. He's an economist. Someone in the chat will be able to tell me what his name was. But yeah, guys, the numbers are dwindling. Where is everyone? Out partying. They saw Haaland wasn't going to be there. Norway have a free kick here. Headed away though. Wasn't the best delivery. They are checking a possible red card in the other game, Senegal versus Iraq. That wasn't a red card. It was so far out of the box. Oh, not penalty, sorry. That's a harsh red. Some of you said you've got it on in the background. That's a harsh red, if they're going to give it. I might be a bit delayed on that one. Oh my God, he's going to get the red. He gave the red. Oh, what a shame. Well, I think it's safe to say Senegal have a chance now because they're already 1-0 up. So if they're playing against 10 men, they should qualify. They should score another 2 goals. But it might not come down to points. Sorry, it might not come down to goals. It might come down to points. Um, Pants down for Van Hecker. I'm curious to know how Harden will perform against France's back line. I mean, he's a different type of player, isn't he? I think he's almost unlike any other player in the competition, just because he's like a real target man. I don't know what you guys think, but I don't think there's another target man like him in the in the World Cup. You got Messi and Ronaldo, but they're really good ball carriers as well. Messi's a bit of an all rounder, but Haaland's main game is just being that target man, and he does it very, very well. Oh, welcome, Bernardo. Yep. Welcome. Um, yes, Yan Diomande. I know, but I thought you were Arsenal, mate. I thought you were Arsenal. He's going to Liverpool, isn't he? I thought he was going to Liverpool. Don't know if it's actually been signed off on yet for contracts done. I don't think it's official. I think they'd come to an agreement, hadn't they? France on the attack again. I tell you what, this keeper's doing really well. Why am I lagging again? Is my audio lagging as well, or is it just the picture? France or Argentina winning this tournament without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, I'm going to have to redo my predictor. I'm going to have to redo my predictor after these knockout stages because it was all wrong. I think I've got half the groups right. I think I got the USA group right. And I think I got the Canada group right. And I think I got the Mexico group right. But other than that, I made some very wild shouts. I might have got the Colombia group right, but they've still got one more game to play. They didn't look too bad. The problem with the Colombia games is they've been on after midnight, like 2 in the morning. France here attempting to go down the wing again. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. They do both look really good, but maybe it's the Netherlands time. And hey, I don't mind if it's the Netherlands time because then we'll have 2 World Cup winning centre backs and we'll all be laughing that we got Van Hecker on the cheap because he would be his stock will go right up if they win the World Cup. Brighton will be pinching themselves. I don't know about this crazy Norway lineup. I don't know how strong this B team is, but it could be embarrassing. Well, France scored roughly 10 minutes into the game. It has been all France, but actually playing out the back, there's been a couple of occasions where Norway have managed to get the ball back. But what do you guys think? How do you guys think it started? It's going to be a hydration break in 5 minutes already. It's been a pretty free-flowing game, I must say. Just about to say Norway doesn't look like doing anything, but now they're on the attack. Shoot, shoot! Oh. Sometimes I can't believe we go for Somerville, not Pulisic. Pulisic is way better and is getting MLS deals. Surely we could convince. I don't think we are going for Somerville. I don't think we are. Uh, oh my days. Dembele. Well, guys, I think it's going to be more than 4-2 at this rate. I think it's going to be more than 4-2. Having said that, the hydration break for Norway cannot come soon enough because once they have that break, they'll do a tactical shift. But it just shows you without Haaland and Odegaard. Look, I know we talk about Haaland, but Odegaard brings a lot to the Norway team as well. Without them both, they lack real quality. Oh, what a strike! What a strike! Don't forget as well, who was someone just said in the chat that Norway or France or Argentina are going to win this, but also don't forget France haven't really come up against any competition, not big competition anyway. Poor Scotland. I know. I am a bit devastated for them, to be honest. Mostly for Robertson, but they've done really well to even get to the World Cup. 2-0. You'd expect a hydration break. Any What the hell? What is this? What is going on? Guys, what is going on? How is there only 30 people here? This is insane. This is insane. There you go. Exactly. I think it's going to be more than 4-2, guys. I think it's going to be more than 4-2. I might have to revise my prediction. 5-4? Could be a 5-4. This is like watching Bayern PSG. There you go. Great strike. What is the France backline doing? What are they doing? They're all just ball watching. There's really poor defending from France there. See, if they come up against a really, really good team, are they going to be able to defend it? We know France have a really good attack. 6-7. Yeah, who said 9-8 at the very beginning? Hi, Neil. Who said 9-8 at the very beginning? Because you might have been right. I might pin that for later. The 10 changes going well. Yeah, they'll have a reshuffle in the next couple of minutes when they do the hydration break. It's out for another corner to France. I wonder if they're going to do the hydration break after this phase of play. Blimey, guys. 3 goals in 20 minutes. This is great. I know, I've seen. I know, red card for Iraq. I know. And Senegal are winning. Don't think Sarr is a substitute, I think, for Senegal as well. I mean, he's not going to get. He doesn't get into the Senegal squad. Oh my goodness, that was almost 3. That was almost 3-1. Oh, and again. Would love to see a Spurs player win World Cup this summer. Spurs fan. Me also wants them back as soon as possible for Zerbi's pre-season. The dilemmas of a football fan. Yeah, that's not Romero, you mean? That's not Romero, because he's probably not going to be a Spurs player next year. I mean, as great as it is that Senesi's there, he's not gonna start unless there's a massive injury. Having said that, we don't know how serious Romero's injury is. He might be out the World Cup. He might be out of it. Quality over quantity, yeah. This could really be 5-1. I think Norway have got another goal in them, Callie. I think they've got another goal. Hydration break. Oh, God, returning the favour. You laughed at my. I know, I did. I did. Yeah, you were bang on the money. You should put a bet on that. Although I think second half it's going to change. I do have a feeling because these games they never really stay this open. Man, I could do with some of that ice on my neck. If Argentina wins, Romero's price better quadruple as a multi-time winner. I think he's injured. I don't know how many more minutes he's going to get in the competition. Dehydration break without cards. We need one of those. Transfer latest while we're just having a mini break. This is going to be a bit informal, but the transfer latest is Kinski has come to a full agreement with Spurs to sign a new contract. And It's going to be a fresh 5-year deal on improved terms. That's what we have so far. If anyone cares. Are we like 50% gooners in the chat? I hope not. I hope not. What's this? Fellow. What a name. Um, and yeah, obviously there's news around Tonali and Fernandez today, but let's just see if it gets timed over the dotted line. Where are United friends? Anne hasn't been around for a while. I bet they're fuming. Well, it's not over the line yet. They could still swoop in. Tell you what, those sprinklers I could do with in my lounge. Hi, Sarah. Not sure if many here will remember a goalie we had back in the 90s called Eric Thortsved. I've definitely butchered that. His son is playing for Norway tonight, so we've skin in the game. Oh, right, okay. Generational. It's generational, is it? Can we make claims to anyone else in the squad? You know? Elise plays with Harry Kane. He's basically Spurs. It will be really awkward, Callie. I don't know. They're talking about 30 million for Romero. That's ridiculously low. That must be fake news, the 30 million thing. 30 million. It's outrageously cheap. Norway here on the attack. Oh, unlucky. Um, but yeah, there could be a really awkward conversation because then we'll end up keeping him. And Zerbi will probably play him. And under the surface, we all know what happened last year, and we just want to get rid of the toxicity. He's a great player. We just want to get rid of the toxicity out of the club. He's saying it's a foul. It's a foul. Um, we don't really surplus to requirements now. We've bought Van Hecker, and I'm quite liking the way Van Hecker's showing in the World Cup. So, if he's a favourite of De Zerbi, I'd rather that than Romero. No, even if Argentina win the World Cup. But I've just got a horrible feeling that Romero is going to be injured, and it's going to be one of those like niggly injuries, and he's going to end up being a player that we can't sell, or just something stupid like that. You can just see it coming. Well, that was a poor cross, although it looked like it might have been offside. We are fully COYS in the chat. Good, big up, Callie. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Hopefully, when we start the new season, we'll be back to proper numbers. But hey, I was going to watch this anyway, so it's nice to share it with you guys. I also did a poll, didn't I? Hold on. Norway here on the attack. Are they going to do anything? That France back line does look a bit messy, doesn't it? They're not really holding their line so well. France have set up. It looks like they've set up as if they expected Haaland to start. Here they are on the overlap. Go on. Oh, a bit of a bundle. Nice idea. Norway have got some ideas, just haven't got the finishing touch. But you can see because they've got two men on the striker. So maybe they thought Haaland was going to start, possibly. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ace. I have to remember. I have to make a mental note, although I'll probably forget tomorrow. But yes, you're Liverpool. That was right. You're Liverpool. How are you feeling about Iraola? You looking forward to it? Would you sell Gakpo? Did we had this conversation already, didn't we? um, Me and you are allies against Arsenal. And thanks for always taking points off City. I also have random ties to Spurs, so I appreciate you all. Big up to you, Ace. Big up to you. Thank you very much for the super chat. Um, yeah, we are allies against Arsenal. I don't mind Liverpool. Hey, I'd rather they win the league than Arsenal for sure. I'd rather you win the Champions League over Arsenal. But we're all friends when England plays, or when Netherlands plays, because we're watching a lot of Prem players in that as well. Tell you what, Norway don't look that bad. They actually don't look terrible. A little bit vulnerable at the back, but just don't give the ball to Dembele and you'll be all right. What was I going to look up? Oh, I was going to look up the poll. Um, we had 350 votes on the poll so far in the community tab. I asked, how do you rate Tottenham's transfer window after the first 10 days? And 60% said good, 24% average, 9% excellent, 5% poor. I wonder if any rival fans skewed the votes. But yeah, the majority of people have said it would be good. And to make it excellent, we need a striker. And either Tonali and or Fernandez. And then that would be excellent. I think we need a winger. We need a striker and a winger. I think that's probably even more important than our midfield at the moment. France hit. I just feel like a goal's coming. Oh my God. Shut up. This is just too easy. This is too easy, guys. This is so easy. Just close the guy down. Well, it's going to be more than 4-2, isn't it? It's going to be more than 4-2. Stripe. Stripe said 9-8. And to be fair, we are on target for 9 goals to France because it's one every 10 minutes at the moment. I think it could be 4-1, 4-2 by half time. Scrap the prediction, guys. Scrap the prediction. The 4-2 is for half time. 8-2 full time. Oh dear. Dembele in cheat mode. I know, savage, isn't it? But look, he's not being closed down. He's not being closed down. So you'd expect him to, do you know what I mean? You'd expect him to run riot there, realistically. He's one of the best players at the World Cup. Selvik is the Norway goalkeeper from Watford. Watford goalkeeper. I mean, he's going to be having a mare, isn't he? Poor guy. It's Bjorkan who is on the left back for Norway, plays for Bodo. And they've got Ostergaard who plays for Genoa at the moment. Dembele is running riots. The guy's got a bloody hat trick in 32 minutes. Do you think that's the fastest hat trick ever scored at a World Cup? I'm gonna have a look. Fastest hat trick at a World Cup. They're probably saying this already on the the fastest hat trick in World Cup history was Hungary. Laszlo Kiss at the 1982 tournament in Spain. He scored 3 goals in 7 minutes and 42 seconds. Okay, so 32 minutes is not. It's not anywhere near the record. Every time though. It's coming from that right-hand side. Shut over the bar. Oh, he was a substitute. That game, so this is interesting. In that game, it was Hungary versus El Salvador, and the final score was 10-1, and that's the largest margin of victory in World Cup history. So if France do manage to score more than 10 and Norway only scores 1, that would be history. There've got to be 9 goals between it for this to be a history maker. Big up Stripe. Thank you very much for the super. I don't know, is that a sticker? I can't see it on my screen. But big up to you. Thank you very much for your sticker donation. That sounds like a Twitch thing. If this was a boxing match, it would be over by now. I know. France are dead and gone. I mean, Norway. We say that, but then they can just come up with something. Big up, Frog. How you doing, mate? How you doing? We lost Broadbean. We've lost Broadbean. I don't think he watches the World Cup. Norway here on a free kick. Oh, I actually want them to score. I really want them to. I want this to be like a 3-3 by half time. I can actually probably turn my fan off now. Cooling down. Go on. No. No. It's not going anywhere. The other game, I believe, is still 1-0. I wonder if Senegal. I mean, I haven't been. Beanie will be back. Best games from the World Cup I've watched: Italy versus Brazil, Spain, 1982. I don't know what the best was. Someone asked that the other day. What's the best World Cup game I've watched? I actually don't know, you know. Don't think I've ever like massively been into it as much as I am now. Sorry guys, people are probably dropping off because the signal's so bad. I don't know why. I mean, I could refresh at half time and do a reset. Where's Peanut? Yeah. Where's Peanut? Keep an eye on Kone, who plays for Roma. If we don't get Tonali, we could pursue him. Didn't he break his leg though? Or that's someone else. Different Kone. That's the other Kone. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why it's frozen. My laptop's having a meltdown. It's just having a meltdown. I've got nothing else running on my computer. I'm actually using my phone. Not receiving enough video to maintain. Viewers may experience some lagging. Let me see if I can change the... I've just changed something, so let's see if it made a difference. England versus Germany. West Germany, 1966. That must have been a game. If you were there. Yeah, guys, I've just changed some settings, so hopefully it's going to be a bit better. It does seem better already, to be honest. The quality might be a bit reduced, but hopefully it's okay. Are you looking forward to another relegation battle this season? Hi, Spannycock. Tiny. Tiny. Mate, we're not getting relegated. We're not getting relegated. In fact, we're going to have a centre-back pairing who could potentially win the World Cup. We're going to get Tonali. We're going to get Fernandez. We're going to get Savinho. And I don't know who the striker is, but we're going to get a striker. We're going to get everyone. We're bringing in... We're doing a complete overhaul. 4 players in so far. Arguably one of our best players just renewed his contract in Pedro Porro. You could say that's 5. And if we get 4 more, that'll be 9 new signings. That'll be our biggest summer ever. If we get 9, I don't know a time that we've ever had 9 new signings. Spurs, we normally get like 4 signings if we're lucky, and like if they're not dross. Oh my gosh, that's going to be... I think that was a penalty. Guys, was that a penalty? I think that was a penalty. I mean, they haven't given it, but it looked like... I mean, he at least could have got a shot away over the keeper, just chipped it. The ice in my drink has melted so quick. Okay, this is definitely better now, guys, isn't it? I'm not lagging. Spannycock, yes. Yes, it's probably going to get banned. probably going to get banned, the video. Yeah, hopefully I fixed it now, Ace. Someone said before that the poll that I did... Yeah, this is definitely streaming better now. Someone said the poll that I did, they voted average. Oh, here we go. France on the attack. Go on. 4-0, 4-1. Oh, he's going to get a shot away. He will do, though. You get one more before half time. There's no one on the back post. Yeah, who was it who said average? What for you would make it excellent? I think it's above average. I think it's pretty good what we've done so far. But we just obviously need more reinforcements, don't we? Yeah, I thought that was a pen. No, maybe not. I've just seen the replay. Keeper did go for the ball. I mean, the player, he could have just jumped over him, but he didn't. Oh, Tuccimelli got the assist. I wonder if United have managed to get that one over the line. Tuccimelli. This could be like 5-6-1, you know. As it stands, France obviously topping the group. And as it stands, Senegal are now in 7th. Senegal now in 7th of the best 3rd place teams. So they will qualify to the next round. But 4 teams below them still have to play. So no guarantees. I don't think Senegal qualify. I'd probably place my bets on Belgium beating New Zealand, in all honesty. Although Tim Payne, you never know, Tim Payne could pull one out the bag. The guy's loving life, now got more followers than inhabitants in New Zealand. Come on, Norway, get one back before half time. Come on. Struggling. Struggling. Um, Poor Peanut was eaten by some fan with a beer at the pub. Yeah, I don't know. Where is Peanut? We do have a lot more OGs, but they're more oh dear. That was not a good strike, Elise. What are you doing? Keep that down. I actually quite like the France shirt, you know, this away kit. The mint green. Yeah, that was not a good strike. Elise's got his matching boots. He's so fly. He's got matching boots with the kit. Everyone else, pink boots. Elise, no, I've got to have the mint green to go with the away kit. I guess at least you know it's him. You think Spurs will finish 17th? Who's getting relegated then? Who are your 3 to get relegated? I think Palace are going to drop off this year. I think Newcastle are going to drop off this year. I think Sunderland will be a bit steady Eddie. I've got a feeling Brighton could slip up this year and maybe even Brentford. There's a lot of teams last year that overachieved. And there's a lot of teams in Europe that have never done 2 games a week. And by January, they could be struggling. But just my speculation. But yeah, who are the 3 teams below us then? Because assuming you're saying every team is going to be better than us other than the bottom 3. But hey, if that's what people want to think, don't let them see you coming. I need to turn the light on. Oh, it's so hot. I don't want to turn the light on. 2 minutes still extra. It's extra time. I haven't done a timer. I mean, it's almost done now anyway. I can probably turn my fan off now. Oh, that's better. So much better. Oh, breeze. Breeze. That's good, isn't it? Why are we chasing defenders and midfielders when we need one good striker and to get rid of toxic Kuti? No wonder Badgers and Vuskovic... Badgers? Burgess or Vuskovic want to leave. No, they want to leave for different reasons. They want to leave for different reasons. Look, they're young. They want first team minutes, you know. It's a different situation. It's a player by player basis. Every player is different. We're all human, we're all unique. Someone wants to play football, and they're not going to get minutes, you've got to let them go. You've got to let them go. Little Spanny. I'm going to need to think of a nickname for you. Because we can't be reading this out. I'm just going to get banned. Not banned, but YouTube's going to be like, right. Gonna limit this one. Um, Commentary. So you think the three promoted teams? You think the three promoted teams are going to get relegated? Possibly. I think Coventry. I think Coventry might be a bit sneaky next year. I think they might. I think they might throw one out there that people don't see coming. I don't know why. I've just got. Sometimes you just get a team that like surprises you, and I think out of the relegated teams, out of the relegated to half time, by the way. Out of the relegated teams, I think it could be Coventry. Um, but you could be right. So basically, you think that already with our reinforcements and the fact that we got 11 points from 7 games with our manager that we currently have now, we're still going to finish bottom of the table. Fair enough. I'm looking forward to Zerbi shocking everyone. And these players have a point to prove now, you know. Um, Also, I watched Sarah's Netherlands Sweden watchalong while I was rewatching the match, and you guys could do with Ari, but Isak. Oh, you rewatched it. Big up to you. But Isak was the best Swedish player on the pitch that game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Isak's a great. He's a great player. He's a great player. Um, didn't deserve the 5-1. I mean, Sweden's an okay team. They're a good. They've done well to get to where they are. No one would even have thought they would have even got into the World Cup, let alone getting to the next round. So the fact that they're most likely going to qualify, I think they pretty much are set to go through to the next round. So I think a lot of people would have taken that at the beginning of the tournament. Yeah, they're the first placed best third team. So Ivor must be happy. I don't know if Ivor's still here, but he's very happy. I think Bergvall took a while. I did watch the Sweden game. I didn't watch the Netherlands game. I think Bergvall took a while to get into it. He looked a bit out of his depth. He got subbed on in the 37th minute and looked a bit out of his depth, but I think he grew into the game a bit more. But maybe on the world stage, maybe there's a bit of pressure going on there, you know. I can't believe Senegal haven't scored again. That's ridiculous. Mini white shirt. What's that? Also, why have we been so public about Tonali? We really are our own worst enemy. We publicise our lowball offers so other clubs snatch players from us. Um, don't know. Don't know. Could have been a diversion. Could have been the club trying to get the fans back on side, putting it out there so that fans think, oh, well, we're actually signing some good players. It could be Newcastle putting it in the press, trying to get other clubs to bid higher. From what we've heard from Romano, that's not the case. But I would not be surprised because we heard today that Arsenal are snooping in and around for Tonali. So they put in an offer for Gimerez, I think, that got rejected, 60 mil Arsenal. And then the speculation was, well, they also want Tonali, but do they even need him, Arsenal? I don't really understand why they would go for that, but maybe they want to. It's stacked. Um, who else? There was someone else who wanted to leave as well. Was it Walter? Don't know. I feel like someone else wanted to leave Newcastle as well. They're going to be going through it next year. They're going to have a bit of an overhaul, I think. And also, Newcastle don't have European football next year either. So they're either going to shock everyone and have a really good season. When they're out of Europe, Newcastle, they tend to have a really good season. When they're in Europe, they can't do both. But if they sell their best players, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know why we publicize it. It could just be a case of the club putting it out there, making a statement. Or maybe we're actually after someone else. Sneaky, sneaky Lange. Do we like Lange a bit more now that we've got 4 players in? Probably not. Probably not. People are probably waiting for the day that he gets sacked. Leeds signed Wilson from Fulham. Oh, was that today? I haven't seen. Who else has been signed? Who else has been signed today? Um, Yannick Schuster, probably pronounced that wrong, from Salzburg to Brentford. Centre back, Hincapié, from Leverkusen to Arsenal. Do you know what? Having seen Brian Brobby at this World Cup, my goodness, Sunderland have a great striker, don't they? He was on fire. He was on fire. I'd take Brobby. I'd take Brobby. I don't really think he's a De Zerbi style striker, though. But he's having a really good campaign for Netherlands. I'm not seeing this news about Wilson, though. No one else has signed. Jimmy J. Morgan, Chelsea to West Brom. He's a kid. There's no statement signings that I'm seeing. Maybe they're here we goes. I mean, the two biggest ones of the summer so far have obviously been Cucurella and Gordon. And big question marks, obviously, over who was I thinking? Rashford. Big question marks over Rashford, but I don't think we get Rashford. I just can't see any world that he comes to us. Even if we were willing to pay his ridiculous wages, I just can't see him coming to us. Oh, Wilson. Harry Wilson. Oh, it's agreed. Oh, okay. Yeah, because sorry, Richard. Yeah, we were after Wilson, weren't we? Okay, it's agreed. I don't know how solid that is. 4-year contract. We might be waiting on. I mean, we didn't really need him. We're probably waiting on Savinho. Although I saw some people panicking earlier, saying why is Savinho not moving? Why is that not happening? I think it's just going to take time. I think they're just waiting for Maresca to actually be in. Obviously, Maresca's been unofficially announced by Fabrizio Romano, but they haven't had the official announcement, Man City, that Maresca's there. The minute he's there, I don't know what happens though if Maresca goes in and goes, hang on a minute, actually, I want Savinho. And I also don't know why they've bought Anderson, if that's the case. Like they've splashed out 116 mil on Anderson. But yeah, they don't want to let Savinho go. It's a very weird one with Savinho. Maybe they think he's got a higher ceiling than he's actually been given. Don't know. Um, and our best player, the player who saved us in the championship when our backs were against the wall, Paulinho, we lowball offer for him. No, it's because Paulinho is not our number one. Paulinho is probably like in our top 10 that we actually want. If we don't get Tonali, as I've said, they will circle back round and we will get Paulinho. But he's not the ideal signing. He's a good signing and he had a very good season last year, but he's not the one that De Zerbi really truly wants, and that's why. That's why. They also wanted to wait for his contract to be up. So the speculation is that if Tonali doesn't get signed, the sort of on hold discussions with Paulinho are that we could potentially get him on loan for 1 more year from Bayern as a bit of a stopgap. And then we'll upgrade on him next year. Because don't forget, by next year, he'll be like 30, 31. So if he's not in De Zerbi's long term plans, but he's solid enough, we might take him for the next season and then they might reassess it after then. But I would also say there's a reason why he hasn't signed for Sporting yet. He hasn't signed for Sporting because he wants Spurs and he's waiting for Spurs to come back around. But if he's not our number one, I'm glad that we're not making that hasty decision. Is Tonali going to Spurs? We hope so, but we haven't had any confirmation yet. Last we heard, there was an £85 million bid that was rejected, and there was a third bid put in. But who the hell knows, mate? Who the hell knows? All of a sudden, Arsenal come along, and Tonali wants to go to the champions. Ugh. Do you know what I mean? If the champions are going to come in for you, you're going to obviously go for them. So I think there's many moving parts. Dominoes, dominoes. But obviously we won't be left out in the cold if we don't get Tonali because we'll get Paulinho. So it's not terrible. Because I think once the season ended, a lot of Spurs fans would have taken Paulinho. But now we've seen Tonali, everyone's like, oh, that might be a better shout for the Zerbi system. Not necessarily he's a better player, but he's a better for De Zerbi's system because he's more progressive. Paulinho's more defensive. Neil, don't want to say it, but those guys, my goodness, that Forest lot. Sorry, 3-star Reds. 3-star Reds isn't here today, but 3-star Reds is an honorary Forest member of the COYS collective. So but yeah, Forest fans, man, they are so cocky. They've got so cocky and they've got nothing to be cocky about. Absolutely nothing to be cocky about. I just hope Elliot Anderson goes. We get Morgan Gibbs White, they get Bergval, and then they mess up next season. Because without Anderson, I don't know who they have been linked to some people. I know Bergval's one of them. But I mean, Bergval's not 116 million, is he? Bergval's like 40, 45. So yeah, Ipswich will go back down. Yeah, they probably will. Yeah, I could see that. Probably Hull as well, but maybe not. No, maybe not Coventry. I think Lampard can do quite a good job. I think he can do quite a good job with them. Look, it all depends as well how much they spend, how many new players they can get in. I mean, Sunderland, the reason why Sunderland did so good last year is because they brought in so many players. Callie said, I'm wondering how many points the team that finishes 17th will need to survive. Last season was a lot. It was 40, it was 41 last year, wasn't it? I think it was 40, 41. It was quite high. Yeah. West Ham got 39, so basically it was 40 points, 40, 41 points. Mm, no, I still think it'll be a tight league. Still think it'll be a tight league. I mean, season before last, when we finished 17th, we got 38 points. So it could be like a 38-point season. My goodness, I hope we're on like 38 points by Christmas, guys, because I cannot deal with another relegation battle. I never want to do that in my life ever again. Beach edition. When we're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. Oh dear. I don't know, but I need to swim. I can't believe he would go to Spurs. He should play Champions League. Well, they want to play for De Zerbi. They want to play for De Zerbi. They want to play in, maybe they want to play in London. So realistically, the only other club with the London pool who's got European football right now is literally Arsenal. With West Ham relegated, Brentford don't have European football, Chelsea don't have European football. Chelsea right now have the same pool as Spurs, but arguably, well, it depends. If you want to play for Alonso, then obviously you go to Chelsea. But we have the stadium, we have the training grounds. We have a lot going for us as a club. Just hopefully this time they can get it right. Callie said Forest is going to go down as well. Well, guys, I hope that the bottom four includes Forest. I can't see it. I've just got a weird feeling it's going to be like Newcastle or something. I've just got a weird feeling it's going to be like Newcastle 17th, Palace 16th, Forest, and then maybe like a Leeds or something. And then maybe Bournemouth. Bournemouth might struggle next year because they've just got manager change as well. Bournemouth could struggle. I also think Fulham might be in trouble next year as well. They're going to have a new manager bounce as well. So you've got a lot of teams having a manager bounce. But Fulham, they haven't, I don't know if they've done too much business. I don't know if they, actually, what am I saying? No one's done any business. We're the only team that's done business. We're all moaning 5 days into the window. We've got 4 signings. And I don't think anyone's done any business. So, I mean, we need it. We need it for sure. But um, as a Norwegian, big up to you, Windrider. Big up to you, Windrider 6124. As a Norwegian, I think Solbakken, the coach, are a coward here. It's a pure B team from Norway, should play with the key players and go hard and strong against a top France team. Well, he might be saving them for the next round. Because realistically, you guys have got, as it stands now, actually, it won't make a difference. It actually won't make a difference. Because even if you draw this game, France are still top. So even if you get 2 goals back at this point in time, France are still going to go through on goal difference because they're going to have a +3 goal difference. Although you are making a couple of subs. But what this does mean is that in the knockouts, it means that Norway are at this moment in time are pretty much confirmed to have Ivory Coast. And if they beat Ivory Coast, because I think Ivory Coast could do a job over Norway, they could have Brazil or Japan. So hopefully Norway. Look, I'd love to see a Brazil versus Norway. But Japan are a decent team as well. Although I can't see Japan beating Brazil. Can't see that one. But yeah, good luck to you. Look, we all want the underdog to win. We all want the underdog, you know. Players come, players go, legends stay with us forever. Until it's time to leave. Gavin. Until it's time to leave. Yeah. But that's what makes a legend, right? That's why Sonny's a legend. We haven't had too many of those in recent times, though. Have we, really? Gosh, I didn't take my hay fever tablets today. I hope the fans remember that without Kuti calling out the board, we wouldn't have had Roberto de Zerbi, and they wouldn't be acting the way they are in the window. Well, Systemic Frog, we should also remember, on this channel, Spurs From The Stands, we did the SOS campaign. We did a Save Our Spurs campaign. And maybe that had influence as well. Maybe it didn't. I don't know how many people are new around here since we actually did that campaign. I think the channel was at about 3,000 subscribers then. It was about the 3rd month of the channel. I think we sent about 350 emails to the board. So it's pretty good going. So they might have listened to that as well. They might have listened to that as well. Oh, I haven't done the timer. I haven't done the timer. I was too busy yapping away. Where are we? 46. Second half started. To think players want to leave because of Romero is daft. No, they don't want to play. They don't want to leave because of Romero. Why would they want to leave because of Romero? I mean, look, Van Eyck has just joined, so he's bloody hoping Romero's going to go because he wants to start. What a dilemma that would be. Can you imagine? We can't be left with that problem. Obviously, Manor Solomon's been kicking off as well. He's fuming, he is. He thinks he should be in the team. But he's not good enough. He's not good enough. I wonder if he'll end up back at. I wonder if Leeds will take him back. I don't think he's good enough for the Prem. I would have taken him if we went down to the Championship, but I don't think he's good enough for the Prem. Manor Solomon. I think his time's up. Time is up. It's a shame, but he was like coming out in the press saying all this stuff about being injured. And it's like, well, if you're injured, you can't play. So you have no right. It's just weird. Penalty. Oh my gosh. Guys, juicy, juicy game. Juicy, juicy game. 3 minutes into the second half, and we have already got a penalty to Norway, and that was a clear penalty. Big up to our Norwegian fans in the chat. Is he still a coward now? Is he still a coward now? We said that after the first half, didn't we? I wonder who's going to take it. No, I wonder who's going to take it for Norway. Norway did do 2 subs at half time. They put on Pedersen and Thorsby. The Senegal-Iraq game has not kicked off yet. Penalty. Crazy game. Crazy game, guys. Please score. Please score. Please score. This has got to be a goal. We need this to be 3-2 to make this game on for the rest of the game. His goalkeeper, man. Maignan. We've been linked to Maignan. We've been linked to him, but obviously we're not buying him because we're keeping Kinski. They were obviously weighing it up, but God, he is a big guy, isn't he? Strand Larson. Oh my goodness. I was about to say he's gonna save it as well. I just knew that he was gonna save it. I should have said it out loud. Oh my goodness, what is that strike? What is that strike? At least place it in the corner. There was no pace on that. He wasn't aiming for anywhere. Oh, that was a piss ball penalty. Sorry, Strand Larson. Norway a disgrace. Should really run up the score. Don't sleep on Japan. Can definitely see them beating Brazil. I can see Japan beating Brazil as well. How are we all? Oh, Broadbean. Hello. We were talking about you before. Big up. Yeah, we're great. We just seen 4 goals, a missed pen. It's going great. This could be 6-2 at the end of this game. Japan v Brazil will be one of the games of the tournament. I hope not. I hope we have better than Japan versus Brazil, to be honest. I don't think Brazil make the final, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, I said, Broadbean, I said we'd lost you. I thought you were angry. I thought you were angry at us because of the transfers. I saw your messages. Yeah, Charrington definitely did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they heard our emails. Hey, look, if the summer transfer window is not what we want it to be, we will do the campaign again. But is that Michael Oliver as the ref? I think it might be. Gosh, my hay fever is horrendous. Yes, Michael Oliver is the ref, and he was also the ref for the Netherlands-Sweden game as well. So you think Van Hecker, Van der Ven, Bergvall, they all go to the World Cup expecting to get rid of the English refs, and there you have it. They've got Michael Oliver. Oh dear. Yeah, I know. It was a crap penalty, wasn't it? What was that? I'm just seeing your comments now. That was such a terrible pen. Why is Sarah whispering? I don't know. Why is it quiet? Is it quiet? Hopefully not. I mean, all my windows are open, so my neighbours are probably hearing, but maybe it's because I'm hot. Gosh, what a shame they didn't do better. Oh yeah, Callie, I can do a better pen as well. Such a shame because it would have actually made such a good game if it was 3-2. Long way to go though. I wonder when Haaland comes on. 60, well actually hydration break. I wonder if he comes on before the hydration break. I mean, they've started the second half better than the first half, Norway. Yeah, they just can't break France down. Um, Never rated Larson, how it got the move to Crystal Palace. No way! I think you forgot the R there. See what you did there? See what you did there, Stripe? I'm telling you guys, Japan has a couple goal of the tournament contenders. They play some of the best football in this tournament. Yeah, it's very interesting. It is very interesting how the dynamics of football have completely changed. Europe, in terms of football, is not the superpower that it once was. You know, back in the days of your France and your Germanys and your Croatias, you've got a lot more competition. I'd say the Americas have stepped up. Mexico have not lost at the Azteca. I think they've only lost 2 games in the Azteca in their like entire history. And England might have to play Mexico if they get through to the final 16 at the Azteca. So that will be a juicy game. Mexico versus England in the final 16 if we get there. If we get there. As it stands, I think if we finish first, I think we play Ecuador off the top of my head. No, as it stands, we play Senegal. As it stands, we would play Senegal at the moment, so that will change. That's going to change. I mean, we could end up playing Belgium. That would suck. That would suck if we end up playing Belgium. So we must play seventh place. We could play Scotland if they get through. It's outside of the draw. It'd be fun if we played Korea, but I don't think we will do. At the moment, it's Senegal. Gosh, I'm going to need to take a hay fever tablet. France on the attack again. They haven't started off so much on the front foot this second half, and just as I say that, Mbappe just skims it past the post. Great shot. Oh man, what I'd give to see strikes like this next season, guys. What I would give to see strikes like this. When was the last time we scored a goal like that outside the box from a strike? The only positive thing to say is he did not actually miss the goal. Yeah, Maignan should be saving that. We were linked to Strand Larson in January. Don't know if that's a good thing. Well, look, it's a good thing we didn't buy anyone in January in hindsight. You know, we need better now. We need better. Better to save the money and reinvest it in where we actually need it. Systemic. You need to look at the body language of Cutie. Every time there is a goal, he blames the younger players in a very aggressive way. He's a bully and has no respect. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think he just sets the standards and he expects more. I think he just expects more. The problem is he doesn't really lead by example. What's going on here? Did the keeper hurt himself? What's going on here? This doesn't look good. Is he just changing his socks? Or maybe he's just changing his socks. One sec. Gyökeres is a donkey. Isak set him up numerous times. Glad Arsenal have that guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's not a bad player. I think it's a bit harsh on Coty Tiverton. I assume you're a Spurs. I assume you're a Spurs player, Spurs fan. Hmm, don't know. I mean, fair enough if you think that. I just think he just doesn't lead by example. Goes to bloody Argentina on the last game of the season, which is for your relegation place. But I also didn't think he expected to have so much backlash. But what the hell does he expect? He must be so naive if he genuinely thinks that. I think he was just always going. Problem is, it is frustrating when you're in a crap team. It's just frustrating when you a World Cup winner and you go into a squad and you finish 17th. But ultimately, he's part of the problem. But he's not a leader. That's what it is. I don't think he doesn't not have respect. I just don't think he's a leader. Kone is number 6. Yeah, sorry, because there's the other Kone as well. I was like, which one are you talking about? Which one are you talking about? But we probably don't need him as well. But there's obviously a reason why we're not going for internationals at the moment. It's funny, they're obviously prioritising Premier League talent or players that are in the Prem. Probably to make sure that they're used to the physicality of the league. That's probably where they'll start and then they'll build on it. Gyökeres. Look, any of these players in the right system will be good. If Gyökeres is in the wrong system, he's not going to be very good. If Isak's in the wrong system, he's not going to be any good. It's also down to the manager to play to the player's strengths or set up for the player's strengths. I think Olise is taking this free kick for France. This has got to be a shot, surely. Got to be a shot. Oh no, he's not. He's gone back post. No, he's gone back post. A little bit too deep. Couldn't quite get it. Oh, that was tight. That might have been offside. He thinks he's bigger than the club, let alone the squad or the team. Yeah, I agree with this. Yeah, I agree with this. He is a negative influence. Does think he's bigger than the team. That's been part of our problem. Unfortunately, though, they convinced him to stay last year. France here on the attack again. Norway defending a lot better in this second half than they were in the first half, I've got to say. They've committed another man back, just making it a little bit harder for France to break down. Um, But yeah, I mean, he's let down the squad, hasn't he? He's let down the club as well. At the end of the look, I get it as a fan. I'm happy that he called out the board. But from the perspective of his employers, i.e. the club, they should be fuming. They should be fuming. You know, you never saw Son do that. You never saw Kane do that. If Kuti stays, he needs to earn our respect. He showed his true colours when he believed we was going down. He's going. He's going. If it's true, the rumours, the speculation that we'd let go of him for 30 mil, what does that say? That's how bad we want to get rid of him. It's saying something. I don't think we let go of him for 30 mil. Norway there with a half shot. Come on, bring Haaland on. Is he going to come on? He's going to come on and Mbappe's going to go off. Spurs will sign Delap. Oh, hold on. Hold on. France there on the attack. Didn't come to anything though. Yeah, I saw the links with Delap. Not sure. He played 28 matches for Chelsea last year and scored 1 goal. Doesn't sound particularly great, does it? He had a really poor season last year. Really poor season. He must have scored more. He must have scored more than that last year. Delap, surely. "28 matches, 1 goal." That doesn't sound right. He started 12 games. Meh. I mean, Richie scored more than that. I know we all dig at Richie, but when he's healthy and when he's playing, he scores. Yeah, Callie gets it. He doesn't want to be here. It's going to be a dead rubber game now. It's going to be like nothing's happening for the rest of the match. There's nothing on it. Who's gone off? Elise and Dembele's gone off. Cherky and Barcola are on. Yeah, Tiverton, I've spoken about body language before as well. I've spoken about it before. You can just tell. But you could also tell that his confidence had gone as well. Just head dropping after we conceded. But I don't want to think about last season. I don't want to think about it. We're onwards and upwards. I actually want to erase last season from my memory bank. That's the truth. I never want to think about 25, 26 ever again. Please. We can remember the season before, you know. And truth be told, everyone's saying has Enoch earned their lesson, but at the end of the day, on the one side, they've seen us almost get relegated, and on the other side, they've seen the possibility of what could happen if we win a trophy because we won one. So they've seen both. They've seen us win the trophy and they've seen us have a relegation battle. So they choose now which one they want and just go all in, which I think they will do if they can get these players over the line. I thought Tonali might come tonight, guys. I thought Tonali might have been today because there was news earlier today that it was done, but I haven't seen anything. I really thought it might get done. Oh, apparently Spurs official included Spurs play with the season tickets and a free subscription to the Athletic. I hadn't seen that. I didn't get an email. Oh, yes, I did. I did get an email from Spurs. Oh, so they've changed. Yeah, free 12-month digital subscription and Spurs Play for free. I better go in and cancel my subscription to Spurs Play. I'm getting it for free. Guys, we can do the pre-season friendlies because they're going to be on Spurs Play. Actually, we can't because they're going to be in Australia and they're going to be at ridiculous o'clock. £20 retail voucher. Well, that's going to come in useful towards my £135 kit, isn't it? It's going to get you absolutely nowhere, £20. It'll pay for parking half a car for one game at Spurs. That's what that will get you, 20 quid. So basically, they're giving us a subscription to the Athletic. I wonder how that works. I'll have to go into my benefits and have a look. Did Robertson get injured for Scotland in the end? I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't see it. Did he? Nothing that I can see. He played the first half. Not that I can see, but that doesn't mean he wasn't. Um, that doesn't mean he wasn't. Hydration break, still 3-1 after 70 minutes. Quite a fast moving game. Anderson to City means Spurs will likely get Tonali, right? But I still think there are better ways to spend the money in midfield. But the relationship between De Zerbi and Tonali might make it worth it. Um, well, it wasn't City in for Tonali. The word on the street today was Arsenal was in for Tonali, but this could just be a massive wind-up. This could be the biggest wind-up ever from the Gooners, trying to pretend like they're in for Tonali. Or it could just be Newcastle trying to push the price up. I saw a tweet earlier today saying it was a 5-year deal. No, 6-year deal till 2032, 12 million a year. And that 12 million a year, yeah, 72 million. So it doesn't come anywhere near the 85 million that we were hearing, unless it's something like 72 million plus add-ons that they've agreed. But I'd say just because Anderson's gone to City, it means that City won't be in for him, but it doesn't mean that someone else won't come in and swoop him. That would be the fear with Tonali. It just depends how good of a relationship he has with De Zerbi and if he genuinely wants to come. That would be my thinking. Flange is the new Levy. Get out our club, Flange. I mean, look, look. If he gets Tonali over the line, Fernandez over the line, Savinho over the line, what are people going to say then? What are people going to say then? Hey mate, oh you've just got 9 players for us in one transfer window. Get out. You know what I mean? So there is a redemption arc for Lange if he can get it right, led by Morrison. Go on, Norway, go on. Oh, decent save, but he went low. He went low. He probably should have hit that over the keeper, just chipped it or something. Yeah. France. Hi, Nigel. France look different class, strong all over the pitch. I think the French will go all the way to the final. I would love to say England, but after the Ghana match, I have my doubts. Well, we do often lose our second game in the tournament. That is a very England thing. Helps us build resilience for further down the line. Norway here on a corner. headed straight back out. Yeah, I don't think England have the minerals, to be honest. I thought they did. On paper I thought they did. But yeah, scrappy. Scrappy. France it. No. Yeah, it was a bit of a scrappy game, Ghana. But having said that, last time we played Panama, we beat them 6-1. So if we go ahead and we smash Panama, people's opinions will be different and they'll be like, oh, Ghana, we're a really good team. So wait, what was that? Systemic Frog? I think I'm a bit behind on the chat. Sure thing, I'm on record saying he was an easy signing. We're not signed so early. Yeah. Oh, was that when I was saying another club might come in? Big up, Nigel. My late step-granddad's team. I'm a Norwich fan, but Spurs got a soft spot for. Oh, big up to you. Big up to you. Latest rumours just in. Tottenham have offered over 100 million to sign Sonali. There are now just a few details missing. See, I just told you that I saw earlier today. I heard the first bid was 80 mil, the second bid was 85. Do you know what it is, guys? What I've noticed is, and look, this is just my observation. Obviously, it's my first transfer window doing this channel, and I've just noticed that often the numbers get confused in terms of the currency. Oh, I love the row. So synchronized. They're all doing the row on the TV. And they panned to this woman and she was like, hey, he's my husband, my fiance. And they just started kissing on the screen. It's like the most American thing I've ever seen. So American. Just start making out. So the camera's watching you. That's hilarious. You'd never get that in a Prem game. Never get that in a Prem game. But anyway, yeah, I think there's some confusion. Not confusion, I just think that stories are taken out of context. 100 million euros would be about 85, 90 million pounds. And I also think this 100 mil number is with add-ons as well. I don't think it's 100 mil cash. Don't forget, Anderson, they were saying 125. He went for 116 plus add-ons. So you'd maybe say like 85 plus like 10 million add-ons or like 10% in add-ons or something like that. Something like that. But where is that rumor from? Who's the source? Is it like a reliable source? Oh, yeah, offered. And Justin, are they going to do it at 9:45 at night? Are they going to do it at 9:45 at night? It's probably news they had before. Back. I had to close the blind. Otherwise the bugs are going. I think the bugs are still going to come in. Surely Spurs have moved past the need. Well, there you go. Even a Liverpool fan can see it. Even a Liverpool fan can see it. Yeah, that is the thing with Spurs. That is the thing with Spurs fans. Look, Paulinho is a good player. He is. And if we can't get anyone else, I'd take him back over Bergval. But a lot of Spurs fans, they want Bergval. Oh, I don't know. There is no right at the end of the day. Whatever they decide to do will be the right decision, you know? It has to be. Actually, it actually doesn't. This is what I, from a transformational perspective, it actually doesn't matter what players you sign. As long as the philosophy is there, as long as the alignment is there, we will do much better. As long as everyone's on the same page about the direction of travel. Just the last 2 years, we've had such division in the club at all levels. At all levels, it's just been an absolute mess. So I do believe that next year will be better, even if we don't get the players that we want. Even if we started next season with the players that we finished last season with, we would have a better season next year with this manager. And I know we all said that about Frank, but I've seen more from Zerbi than I have Frank, and I just love his positive mindset. He came in and was like, we're gonna win 5 games in a row. Thomas Frank, we're gonna lose games. Wait, say what again? What did I say? What did I think? I think I'm a bit behind the chat. What did I say? Guys, I've got hay fever. I'm streaming, not streaming, but I'm streaming. My nose is streaming. Um, do I agree with Russia? I want to keep Rashford. Hopefully another. Oh, you're a Barca. You're a Barca fan. I'm guessing you're a Barca fan. Please have him. Pay his wages. I thought Barcelona. Can you explain to me how Barcelona have all this money to spend? Because I thought Barcelona weren't allowed to spend. I thought they had money, but they weren't allowed to spend it. So how does that work? How can they now spend all this money? But yeah, Rashford's a very good player, but he ain't coming to Spurs. No chance. By the way, I'm happy for the club signing Jed from being rejected by Spurs managers to starting for England and assisting. Well, the speculation is Spence is going to go. Or someone was in for him. Someone was in for Spence. Was it Everton? It was a couple of clubs linked. Oh my goodness. I've taken my eye off the ball, guys. I've taken my eye off the ball, and Senegal were 4-0 up. Is anyone still watching the Senegal game? Is anyone in the comments saying? No one's even said, but yes, Senegal are 4-0 up. Big up to you, Ace. Sorry, I didn't show your super chat. I hope you're still here. I hope you're still here. The FIFA has Brazil versus Japan 2006 World Cup on their YouTube channel. Classic match. Why are they playing it now? Don't they watch people want to watch people? Don't they want people to watch this game? I'm guessing you're saying it's not live. Japan always had technical players and played fluid football. I always root for them. Big up to you, Ace. Thanks for the super chats. Sorry, I was just catching up because I just saw the 4-0 and I thought, oh, does that change anything for Senegal? Papsar's not on the pitch yet. But that now moves Senegal to 5th because they are now +1 goal difference. Go on, go on. Oh, couldn't quite get it in the box. Yeah, Senegal now 5th. That gives them a very good chance of going through now, Senegal. Very good chance of going through. And that potentially means that we would play Senegal as it stands. I'd take that next round. I'd take Senegal next round. Could be a bit of a stinker game though. It could be like a 1-all stinker. Senegal are a decent enough side. I'm actually surprised. They've been in a tough group. Very tough group. But big up to you, Ace. Thanks for the super chat. If I get a chance, maybe I'll watch Brazil versus Japan. You've lost track of the World Cup, Broadbean. Who's playing who? It's Norway versus France, although Haaland is not on the pitch. Dembele has a hat trick. Norway missed a pen. And nothing really has happened since the hydration break. Second half, Norway have defended much, much better. Dembele was absolutely tearing up the right-hand side of the pitch in the first half, but they seem to have adjusted well. And it looks like they're not going to bring Haaland on at all because it's 81 minutes. They're obviously resting him for the next round. Bit of a funny decision though, but maybe he's carrying a bit of a niggle or a bit of an injury, maybe. Belgium are so poor. They might not even qualify. They might not. Can you imagine? It'd be like worse than Italy. I think they have a decent enough squad, but yeah, maybe they are like a team of individuals. Gavin said, if fit Madders and Kudu next season, we'll see shots on goals going in from all angles. I'm so excited. So yeah, shots from outside the box, please. Please, just give me a good striker next year. Tough players. Tough players play for money. Oh, Haaland's coming on. You get 10 minutes. Bob's going off. Haig and Noosa coming on. Expect a goal. Expect goals. 8 minutes. This is not going to end 3-1. I've got a feeling there's another goal in it. What did I say? I said 4-2 at the beginning, didn't I? Do you think both of these teams can get one more goal? I'd love if it was 4-2. People definitely predicted 3-1. Norway on the corner. What's with this playing for the manager? Is it in players' contract? They don't like the manager, they won't play. Players wherever protected. Conte, Frank, Tudor, all rubbish. I don't know what you mean by that. Tough players play for money. I don't know what you mean by this. I'll agree so. Is it? But what's the context to this? Like, so what if they're playing for money? I think maybe I was talking before about the player playing for the manager, but I meant that more about being fit for the system rather than anything else. Spurs missing a lot of heart since Son left. I know. Who do you support? Sang Marine? I'm going to need to set up another channel for all you guys, aren't I? Because we can't give it 7 weeks, guys. Actually, give it how many days left of the World Cup now? 1 month? Give it 1 month. We're just going to be doing Spurs. Sarah's just off to the neighbour to check out his car. Do you know what? Do you know what? Last night he was in his car till about 10 o'clock. 2 hours. 2 hours he was outside. There was a point where I was going to go down and be like, mate, are you all right? But I bottled it. I'm a bottler. I bottled it. So next time I'm going to have to go downstairs. Yeah, I can't wait. Let's just hope he comes back fully fit and firing. Kudus was training in the gym yesterday as well on Instagram, if anyone saw it. In the gym in Hotspur Way, more specifically. Obviously, he's not at the World Cup with Ghana. If he was at the World Cup with Ghana, maybe they would have actually beat us. Still don't know why Haaland does no play. Yeah, I don't know. Or they're probably just resting him. He might have a niggle, or maybe they're just resting him. Bit silly though, because they're obviously expecting to go quite far. Hi, Matt. Big up. Yes, welcome. I'm probably about half an hour behind in the chat, but yeah, big up to you if you're still here. Yes, thank you, Richard. Please do like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And obviously, the setting that I put on obviously didn't work. Oh, there we go. Senegal 5-0. Senegal. Oh, we got the wrong game on, guys. We got the wrong game on because there's obviously more riding on that game. But yes, 5-0. Um, Guehi's got 2 goals. I think he's been the game changer for them. Guehi got 2 goals and an assist. And Daye's got a goal and an assist. They've got a good team, Senegal. Papsar is not getting into that squad. It's not getting into that squad. Good. That's good for Centre. Where are they up to now? Yeah, they're still fifth. So Croatia. Croatia have to play Ghana. Algeria have to play Austria. There's no guarantees just yet. There's no guarantees that they're through just yet. Lots can change. See, it's made it more interesting, this tournament, because of that head-to-head. It's made it more interesting for the third place teams, but less interesting for the qualified teams. Hi, Threads. That's not how you say that. The real deals. The real deals. Big up to you. Big up to you. I'm loving your raw Spurs content topics that a lot of Spurs fan YouTubers with big channels refuse to admit openly on videos. Thanks very much. Thanks. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. We've only been doing lives for 5 months. So it's a good job I managed to set up the whole watch-along setup before. I think we've only done one watch-along on this channel, I think, like football game, Spurs game. I actually did it with my dad. So some of you have been asking if we're going to do watch-alongs for Spurs next season. Obviously, I have a season ticket, so I pretty much go to all the home games, but maybe from some away games, depending. I reckon we're going to be playing on Saturday a lot this year, so the 3 p.m. kickoffs might be hard to get on. Well, you can't really get the 3 o'clock kickoffs, can you? So hopefully we will do some watch-alongs. Hopefully I can convince my dad to come on with us. A lot of you like his views as well, although he doesn't like being on camera, so he said he just give his opinion on the side. Um, I want to forget last summer. One long protracted transfer tease. Very, but yeah, I want to forget the whole season. Walnut, just give up the whole season. Hey, we've got Walnut and Peanut. You're Walnut, and there's a Peanut in the chat as well somewhere. Only Ornstein knows. Oh, is this Tonali? Is that Tonali? I don't know. I don't believe it, you know. I genuinely think that Romano's got the lead on the Tonali one. It's so interesting. It's so interesting, like figuring out who's got what. Oh, here we go. It's official. Not the news you're hoping for, but it's official. Alejo Veliz. Alejo Veliz is officially joining Bahia, the Brazilian club, on the 1st of July, 23 minutes ago from Tottenham Hotspur. So long, Alejo Veliz. Thank you very much for all of your service. What a waste of money that was. What a waste of money he was. Look at us now, people complaining about Tonali and we're bloody selling Alejo Veliz. I mean, what is life? What is life? Oh dear, what the hell was that shot? That was a bit audacious, just shooting it. They do like these out of box long ball shots, France, don't they? If they've got enough room, far enough out, they'll just take a punt. Seen it a lot this game. It's working for them. Yeah, so goodbye, Alejo Veliz. Thank you for everything, which is I'm not quite sure what. No one's even commented. No one even cares about Alejo Veliz. The most non-story story of the day. Everyone's like, yay, Tonali. No, we get the news of Alejo Veliz. He scored a Premier League goal against Brighton in December, and then he went on loan to Seville, and then he went back to Rosario, and now he's leaving us. What a waste of money that was. Can't believe he played for us, but all the best. On to bigger and better. At least we're shifting these players. At least we're shifting them. He's been sitting there for a year. At least we didn't end up like a Brian Gill, where he's here for like years and just like Manor Solomon, who was just on our books for a couple of seasons. At least we actually managed to get rid of him. 10 minutes ago, hold on, I'll come back to that because it is now 4-1. Yeah, I mean, this is almost finished, but oh, I don't like the lines on the pitch going that way. It's just such an easy goal. It's such an easy goal. This will never happen in a final. France would not have this much joy in a final with a proper defence. Yeah, it's a great header, but there's just a free header, you know? Absolutely free header. He's not getting that if you're playing against a Brazil or an England or someone. Anyway, 10 minutes ago, Alistair Gold, not even 10 minutes ago, good job on live stream. He said Spurs confirm the sale of Alejo Veliz to Bahia once his loan at Rosario comes to an end this month. As I reported way back, the deal is £7.7 million or €9 million, with €1 million in add-ons and a 20% sell-on clause. Bloody hell, he's £7.7 million. One of Joe Lewis's artwork sold for 5 times that. 6 times that. I don't know how much we paid for him. I wonder if we got our money back. Surely Kota Takai's got to go as well. Kota Takai is never going to play for Spurs under Zerbi. And nor is Yang Min Hyuk, let's be honest. And that is time. 4-1. 4-1. Well, we didn't get the 4-2. Didn't get the 4-2. But good enough. What are you guys saying? Oh, thank you very much for the super chat. By the way, still fuming over the England game. Ghana was robbed twice. Yeah, I mean they probably should have had a penalty, but it was just a crap game. It was just but I wouldn't relive that one. I wouldn't relive it. Hopefully England will do better, but you support the underdog, Ace. You're always going to support the underdog. You want Japan to win. You want Ghana to win. The real deal said, I would have liked Veliz to start for Spurs and have him develop and be a start striker. Too bad we ended up gutting his development for having Richie and Solanke, personally. I just don't think Veliz was good enough. I really don't think Veliz was good enough. He was never going to succeed in the Prem, unfortunately. He wasn't physical enough. Meh, meh. Put it this way, there's a reason why he's gone back to Rosario, and there's a reason why he was playing for Seville. He didn't even go to like a Fulham or a Leeds, you know? He's literally gone back to Argentina. I think he just didn't settle. Some players, not just necessarily the Prem, but some players, England's just not for them. England's just not for them. Maybe they don't want to move their family, maybe they can't settle for whatever reason. Unfortunately, it's not always for the player, is it? Oh, you're going to bed, Gavin. Good night. I salute you all. Yeah. Big up, guys. Well, I'm going to go as well. That was the bomber that just got announced. Obviously, Spurs knew that people were doing watchalongs because they announced it then. Probably already asked you, do you think we will get Tonali and Fernandez? Broadbean, I'm not putting my hopes on anything. I'm excited at the prospect, but I'm very aware that whether it's Spurs or anyone else, anything can happen. And Arsenal could swoop in for Tonali, United could swoop in Fernandez, but equally, we could then get a Wharton, or we could then get a Paulinho or someone else. So we will upgrade on what we've got. Will it be the perfect match for De Zerbi? That remains to be seen. But there are other options. There are other options. And it does give me hope that even if we can't get them over the line, it will be an improvement next year. But let's see, someone put in the chat just before that 100 million was rejected, but I don't know if I believe it. The problem now, guys, is because Anderson was sold for 116, he is going to raise the bar for other midfielders. He has just set the bar for midfielders. So if you think 2 seasons ago, top midfielder would have gone for like 100 mil, and that is the inflation on top, 10%, 16%. It's a very big inflation in 2 years. So Tonali, now we're talking 90 mil plus for Tonali. Maybe that's also why like these other deals are going to be bumped up in price, because the Anderson deal has gone for so much. But there you go, that's City again. City just throwing their weight around and not having any consequence, because realistically we don't know if City is overspending or not, because they haven't been charged for anything, have they? So it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. We remain hopeful, you know? So I thought that when I said that. I am sorry. I thought that when I said it as well. Do you know what? In the back of my mind, I was thinking maybe I should say Forest as well. And then I was like, Forest would never buy Valise. They would just never buy him. That's the whole thing. They would. Who would actually buy Valise in the Prem? Would anyone buy him off us? Would anyone even take him on loan? I don't think even. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't even think like Hull would take him. Savage, savage. But yeah, any future watch-alongs? Um, so so generally every Friday 4:30 I do like a general transfer roundup, just update. Usually, obviously during the season, I've been doing previews for the game that weekend, so things are having a bit of a switch up. So I'm just running like playing it by ear, because we don't have the next round confirmed. I am going to try and do some more watch-alongs. As you can see here, they're not very popular. In all honesty, they're not very popular. It might be because it's late night, so I have been trying to select the games a bit earlier on in the evening. But yeah, I hope to do some more. Um, but look, the England game, if we get through to the final round of 16, it's going to be at 1 in the morning. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just going to see how it goes, and I'll update it. Just subscribe to the channel, go to the community tab, like the posts, and then I'll be posting when I've got the new schedule, or I'll announce it in my videos as well. But anyway, guys, I'm also going to go enjoy my evening. 10 o'clock. I don't know if that was the result. I think that was the result we all expected. Probably France had the bit more of an edge, and it was a bit disappointing that Haaland didn't really make an appearance. But luckily, we'll see them both in the next round, and hopefully, maybe Senegal. So, guys, thanks for jumping on today. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be back with some more bombers. Hopefully Tonali's going to get done. I actually don't see anything happening now until after the weekend. I've just got a feeling. Today's the 26th of June, and the new financial I think does the new financial year run from July? Because I've just got a feeling a lot of stuff is going to wait until July, when the cut off is, and you might start seeing a lot move then. I don't know. The only one, I mean, there could be a case to say that if Anderson's already gone, will Forest make a quick move for Bergval to get that over the line before that deadline? But he's at the World Cup, so I can't see it happening. But let's see what happens. Um, sorry, Sarah, I would have joined today, but Norway didn't take this match seriously, and Sean was live. That's all right. Is that why? Maybe that's why we were so quiet, because Sean was live. I mean, we have been talking bits and bobs about transfers and stuff. Um, but yeah, big up Sean. Um, That's all right. That's all right. Yes. July would make, yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, guys. But yeah, hopefully more signings to come. Hopefully Maresca gets announced officially, and then we can get Savinho over the line, and that will take some pressure off. And hopefully as well, Fernandez and Tonali start making moves. But I've got a feeling there's something going, there's something stalling it in the background, isn't there? Otherwise, it would have already happened by now. So, you know. But anyway, guys, I'm off to enjoy my evening. No more bombers. What's Sean saying? Any more bombers? Not that I can see. No, Tonali is willing and ready. Is he actually coming? Anyway, guys, I'll see you all very soon. If not, in the next video. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Hi and bye to those jumping in. I'll see you all very soon. Enjoy your evening.